Hey fam, hey. So it has been a very long time since I have been on here, and I actually saw a message last night that prompted me to make this video today because someone was in the comments asking if anybody's heard from me, and wanted to know how I was doing. So, hey, here I am. I am around. As you can see, there have been some challenges. So I am very much still in a cancer battle. I think the last time that I've done a video, I had recently found out that I had cancer, a rare vaginal cancer that was like a skin type cancer, and went through rounds of that through November of last year. And while I was waiting, my body waiting. So when I say waiting, I mean, I went through cancer and radiation. They tell you that the treatments are still working. And so they want to wait a couple of months before they do a scan to see how everything is going. In those few months that I waited to see how everything was going, my body decided that, hey, let's spread the love, and the cancer metastasized into different parts of my body. So I went from just having the vaginal cancer in that area to having it spread to my liver, my lungs, my lymph nodes. So it had a party and decided to travel. So took up squatter rights and started to grow. So that was that. So in February, we found out that information, that it had metastasized. And then we went in for round 2, which did not include radiation, but just chemo. And the chemo went from 1 chemo drug to 4. So if you want to see my whole journey, I have procrastination on TikTok, where every time I go to a doctor's visit or something like that, I have tracked that progress. But I didn't do it everywhere. 1, I didn't feel like it. 2, everything was just a lot. So I have finished, I can't say it that way. I just gone through my second 6 rounds of chemo. Typically, they like to stop on the 6th cycle. They take you through 6, and then you either do maintenance or there's something else that will happen. I had really bad neuropathy in my hands and my feet. So walking and putting my hands and feet in like lukewarm to hot water is such a treat now. That is very much sarcasm. Such a treat. Burn-like feelings, like the way I've been describing it to people is a hot sidewalk. You walk on a hot sidewalk, your feet are burning. That's kind of how my feet feel now. And that's a constant thing. It went from a tingling to a numbing to a burning, to the point where now that one drug I can't take anymore. It's made my body too toxic. Or my toxicity levels are high. So we just recently, and I say recently meaning in the past couple of days, decided that we are going to continue the chemo for a little while longer, but watching my toxicity levels without the one drug. So we're dropping down to 3. And we're doing that because we have seen some great results in what we have done this past round, and just not ready to, there's quite a few, and when I say quite a few, I'm talking about tumors or lesions in my liver. There's 8 now. When I started, they told me 3. And there's 1 in my lung, which I didn't know about until recently. So there's, with as many as there are, even though they have decreased significantly, I just feel a little bit more comfortable doing some more rounds of chemo while my body can handle it. It has been a journey, but I will tell you, the more I move, the better I feel. I was very surprised with that because I really thought 6 more rounds of chemo, I'm gonna be under the bed, you know, and it just, my experience just hasn't been that. The first week I am tired, but beyond that and the neuropathy in my hands and feet, you know, what is it? The on the top, well, you know, the things that are in your face, like, of course, I've lost my hair. That was a challenge, not a whole lot of a challenge, you know. I try to, you know, roll with the punches as much as possible. So that was a thing, but not a thing. So that's where I am. So I am around you guys. I am trying. I will say for months, I didn't feel like getting in my craft room. I didn't feel like making videos. I didn't feel like talking about Trulicity because Trulicity was a back burner thing. And honestly, and I don't know about you guys, so you have to like tell me in the comments, I have not been able to get Trulicity because they kept me on it. I have not been able to get it for the past over 2 months. So I heard about some of the other drugs, the Ozempic, the Mounjaro, people having trouble getting, but I have never had trouble getting the Trulicity until about 2 months ago, and I still can't get it. So that has been a challenge. And with that, I have gained some weight back because I had gotten to the point where I had lost like 75 or so pounds. So that was amazing. Between the steroids and me deciding that I'm gonna do what I want because I'm going through what I'm going through, I've gained probably 25, 30 of those pounds back. So that's where we are weight loss wise. So, you know, I truly appreciate you guys like checking in on me and wanting to know what's going on. And like I said, this is just where I am. It has been a journey that, you know, I have been sharing. I just didn't feel like sharing it on every platform. I shared it on the one and felt like that was good enough at the time. But, you know, I'm trying to get myself, you know, as I'm getting myself back to moving more and doing more, I'm also trying to get myself back into some of those things that I was doing before, like creating the videos for my procrastination DIY channel here on YouTube, as well as, you know, for this channel here. We are getting ready to move here in a little bit, which is another challenge on top of everything else. And in that move, I definitely want to document some of the things that are going on house-wise and things like that, because we are remodeling a house that was given to my husband. So that is that. So there you have your update on how I'm doing and where I've been. Please comment, let me know how you guys have been. And like I said, you know, hopefully I can get a little bit more regular. I won't promise like a super consistency right now, but I do plan on trying to get better for you guys and getting back into the swing of things. So we're going to continue this cancer journey for a little while longer. And hopefully we can get this thing in remission and then get back to all things Felicia Christian TV, as well as Procrastination DIY. So until then, I have treatment on Monday, so I'll be out like all next week. But I'm good, you guys. And I thank you again for just checking in on me and seeing how things are going. Love you guys, and we'll